Nairobi, November 11, 2015 /AFP/ Kenya's army is involved in a $400 million DH 1.46 billion sugar smuggling racket in Somalia that also funds the Al-Qaeda militants it is supposed to be fighting, a report alleged Thursday. Far from fighting Al-Shabaab, Al-Qaeda's East Africa affiliate, the Kenya Defense Forces KDF are, in garrison mode, sitting in bases while senior commanders are engaged in corrupt business practices, said the investigation by Nairobi's Journalists for Justice Rights Group. The report is based on months of research conducted in Somalia and Kenya, including interviews with serving Kenyan officers, United Nations officials, Western intelligence sources, sugar traders, porters, and drivers. The report also accused Kenyan troops of widespread human rights abuses including rape, torture and abduction, and conducting airstrikes targeting crowds of people and animals rather than the militant training camps it claims to bomb. Kenyan Army spokesman, Colonel David Avanyo, denied the allegations, insisting Kenyan soldiers were fighting hard as part of the 22,000-strong African Union mission in Somalia /AMISOM /. We are not involved in sugar or charcoal business, said Avanyo. How can you sit down with Al-Shabaab 1 minute, and the next you are killing each other? Kenya's army has denied repeated allegations of war profiteering since invading Somalia in 2011 after a string of kidnappings of tourists and aid workers blamed on Al-Shabaab. In the years since, Al-Shabaab attacks in Kenya have grown in number and scale, including the killing of at least 67 people at Nairobi's Westgate Mall in 2013 and the massacre of 148 people at a university in Garissa in April, with the militants saying the attacks are retaliation for the Kenyan military presence in Somalia and war crimes committed by Kenyan troops. Persistent allegations of Kenyan military involvement in illegal business dealings in Somalia first emerged soon after the army occupied the southern port town of Kismayo in 2012, where it took control of a stockpile of millions of sacks of charcoal. Successive reports by the UN monitoring group, which investigates terrorist financing and infringements of an arms embargo, have detailed the joint role of KDF, the Al-Shabaab and the local Jubaland administration in the illegal export of charcoal. The most recent annual report, published last month, also referred to KDF involvement in the illegal sugar trade. Journalists for Justice estimates the total value of illegal sugar smuggling to Kenya at between $200 million and $400 million. Its investigators found that KDF taxes every sack of charcoal that leaves and every sack of sugar that arrives at Kismayo, earning an estimated $50 million a year. The Jubaland administration and Al-Shabaab also tax charcoal and the sugar trucks driving from Kismayo to the Kenyan border at Dobli Livoy. The illicit conflict economy is benefiting both Al-Shabaab and those ostensibly opposing them, the report said. The group accuses an unnamed high-ranking military official of running a sugar smuggling network that enjoys the protection and tacit cooperation or Kenya's political leaders. The corruption and human rights abuses undermine Kenya's goals in Somalia, provide funds to Al-Shabaab, and ultimately result in the deaths of hundreds of innocent Kenyans, the report said.